Every world we've visited so far has been honest with you. Space showed you nothing but blackness. Mercury glowed like a furnace. Venus hid under acid clouds, sure. But nobody looks at Venus and thinks, vacation. And Jupiter. Jupiter looks like death from 100 million miles away. Saturn is different. Saturn is beautiful. Soft golden bands. That impossible crown of rings, bright as fresh snow. If you could stand on its cloud tops, you'd even weigh almost exactly what you weigh right now. Saturn is 95 times heavier than Earth, but up there its pull is just a whisker stronger than home. Familiar, gentle, welcoming. Every bit of it is a lie, and by the end of this video, you'll know the number Saturn has been hiding behind that calm, golden face, a number that beats even Jupiter. Your first test comes before you even reach the planet, the rings. From Earth, they look solid, a disk you could walk across. Up close, they dissolve into billions of pieces of almost pure water ice, from grains of sand to chunks the size of a house, each on its own private orbit. And here's the part that breaks people's brains. The rings stretch about 170,000 miles across, but in places, they're only around 30 feet thick, a ribbon wider than 20 Earths, thinner than a house is tall. So you don't crash through them like a wall. You blink through, one heartbeat of glittering white sliding past in total silence. And then they're behind you, and Saturn fills everything. Still calm, still golden. Down near the North Pole, you can even see a storm that holds the shape of a perfect hexagon. 6 straight walls of cloud, wide enough to swallow 2 Earths side by side, spinning in silent geometry. Strange, but not threatening. Nothing here looks like it wants to hurt you. Then you reach the clouds, and Saturn takes the mask off. Second one. You try to breathe. And there's nothing there for you. Saturn's atmosphere is about 96% hydrogen, the rest mostly helium. Not poison, just empty of everything your body runs on. Worse, the air in your lungs now holds less oxygen than your blood does, so the exchange runs backwards. Every breath you take is stealing oxygen out of your own bloodstream. Your brain can run about 10 to 15 seconds on what's already in your veins. That's your window. That's every conscious moment Saturn is going to give you. And it spends those seconds hurting you. Twice as far from the Sun as Jupiter, Saturn's cloud tops sit near -288 degrees Fahrenheit. Antarctica, on its worst recorded night, never came within 150 degrees of that. Frost races across your knuckles. That one breath scorches your throat like fire in reverse. Around second 12, the lights go out. Hypoxia. Your starved brain shuts the door. Which is almost merciful, because now the golden haze reveals what it's been hiding. The calmest-looking planet in the solar system has the second fastest winds of any planet we know. Near the equator, they scream along at up to 1,100 miles per hour, faster than the speed of sound on Earth. Jupiter, the monster, the storm king, the planet with a hurricane you can see from Earth, tops out around 400. Saturn nearly triples it. It just never told you. Jupiter wears its storms on the outside. Saturn tucks them under a smooth blanket of haze and lets you think it's asleep. Your body drops through stacked jet streams shearing past each other in opposite directions, snapped sideways again and again, a ragdoll passed between hurricanes that make Earth's Category 5 look like a ceiling fan. Somewhere in those first few minutes, your oxygen-starved heart stops. 4 minutes, cause of death, hypoxia, deep frozen and wind-torn on the way out. On Mercury, you'd lie baking on the rock. On Mars, you'd freeze into the red sand. There'd be a place where you stopped. Not here. If you watched what Jupiter did to you, you already know how this ends, because underneath, these two are brothers. No ground, no bottom. Your body just keeps falling, for hours. Gold fades to amber, amber to black. Lightning takes over from the sunlight, and Saturn's superbolts flash up to 10,000 times more powerful than anything Earth's storms can throw, each one lighting a cave of cloud the size of a continent around your tumbling silhouette. The cold turns traitor. Warmth, then heat, then furnace. The pressure thickens the hydrogen into a shimmering liquid metal sea with no surface to splash into. Air that gradually becomes ocean. Long before you reach it, the heat has taken you apart molecule by molecule. It's exactly how Saturn erased the Cassini spacecraft in 2017, when NASA flew it into these clouds at 75,000 miles an hour rather than risk crashing it anywhere life might exist. One of the toughest machines we ever built lasted about a minute. No wreckage, no crater, no headstone. The atoms that were you simply joined the planet. Same ending as Jupiter, but notice the difference. Jupiter was honest. Jupiter grabbed you with 2.5 times Earth's gravity and looked like a monster the whole way down. Saturn matched your home gravity, dressed itself in rings and gold, and smiled at you the entire time. And the final insult. Saturn is the lightest planet in the solar system. Its average density is less than water. Build a bathtub big enough and Saturn would float. That's not a cute fact. That's the murder weapon. A planet that light has no solid anything, which is exactly why it could never offer you a surface, a floor, an ending. The very fluffiness that makes it a delicate wonder is what makes falling into it a fall without end. The most beautiful object in the solar system is bottomless, and it knows exactly how it looks. So, winds of 1,100 miles an hour behind a calm golden face, cold of -288, lightning 10,000 times stronger than ours, and not 1 square inch of ground anywhere. Could you survive Saturn? You never stood a chance, you just didn't know it, because Saturn made sure you didn't. Next time, we visit something that makes both of these giants look gentle. Subscribe, so you're here when it happens.